Yo, what's up guys, it's Optic Retals. Today I am back with RLCS 22-23 San Diego Major predictions. A few weeks early, I know. I was thinking to myself, I was like, man, I want to do a predictions video, and I haven't done one in a long time, especially one that I haven't competed in. It's easier to predict when you don't compete. So, yeah, again, predictions are hard, but if you do enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. I will actually see you guys in San Diego. I will be there, so do not fret. If you wanted to meet me, I'll be there. Enjoy the video, guys. See you guys next time. Hello. So, as you know in the intro, you know what we're up to. We have the RLCS 2022-23 San Diego Winter Major. This event will be in about 3 weeks. I will be there. So, if you bought your tickets and you're sad that we're not playing, at least you'll be able to meet me. So, this is the first event in a while that I've predicted that we're not playing in. And it's way more fun to predict it when I'm not playing, because no matter, I could have the perfect prediction. If I messed up my team and I said we're going to do better than we did, that's my entire socials for a week. So, not as fun to predict tournaments that I'm in. However, I'm not in this one. So, we have this. And if you don't know, it's groups into single elim. Again, and I preface every predictions video with this. Sorry, my nose is itchy. It's hard. It is very, very, very hard. In fact, I will leave the link for this in the bio. Make your own. Come back to it after the San Diego Major. It'll be completely wrong. I promise. It's hard. But as a professional player that has played against a lot of these teams, I'm here to give my expertise. Two things. Yes, I rate a lot of the North American teams going to this event, but I also rate a lot of the European ones. So I think it'll be a good match. If I show your team hate, if I show them love, I'm sorry, or you're welcome. Not everyone can win, guys. And, you know, there's going to be, if I pick Gen G to win, there's going to be 1,000 people saying the Carmine. Or if I pick Carmine to win, there's going to be Gen G and then FaZe, and you guys get it. So, it's my opinion. Don't get butthurt by it. Just enjoy. So, we will start with what I believe is the easiest group. I think Group C, I think Secret, shout out them for a top 4 last major. That is no small feat. I've only done that once. It's not easy at all. So, but they are the 3 seed for this event, and I think that's quite overseeded. They could impress me. I would be happy to see it. But I think they'll be gaming. I didn't make a copy. Time lapse. Okay, on to Team Secret. I think they will be gaming in 3. Don't think any of the APEC team will have a chance in this group. I think they will take a game off of ground 0, and that is it. Okay, that's out of the way. Liquid. I like this Liquid team a lot. I think they will be the 4th best team that Europe sends, in my opinion. But I think they will top this group quite easily. There's upset potential here, because I think Super Lucky's the best talent that's come out of OC in a long time. But we'll go on 5. Secret. I don't think there's going to be many upsets in this group, even though this group is very upsettable. Honestly, Liquid, Secret, or Ground Zero could take that group, and I would not be surprised. So, but, okay, to Group A, we have FaZe, G2, Crew, G1. Tough group for Crew, but it could be harder. FaZe and G2 and G1 specifically are very upsettable. I mean, it's not the hardest group to be in, I guess. We will give this one to FaZe. I think they're going to start off slow. We'll give it 5. I love this G2 team, but I also question them sometimes, and I think this is one of the series where they can get tested. But I'm going to give it to them in 5. FaZe Crew. I'm going to give it to you in 4. G2, G1. Whoa, that's weird. And it's Atomic versus Atomic. That gets freaky. I'm hoping for a strong G2 major. I think G2's got this one. And honestly, FaZe went back-to-back in the regionals, and there is no reason to do this outside my personal bias, but I have G2 winning now. I think Crew's going to lose. I'm going to give it to G1. Again, I think this series can go either way, but I'm going to give the nod to G1. Shout out those guys for making, or Atomic at least, for making his first LAN. Now, this group is by far the hardest group in my opinion. Actually, Group D is pretty tough too, but this group has 4 quality teams. I think Dignitas is the worst out of all of them, but that's no slight towards Dig. This group is just gross. So I will have Carmine winning this one quite easily, to be honest. We're going to go 3-0. And I will also have Vitality winning this one in 4. Carmine, I'm going to give it to you in 3. No, in 4. Vitality, I like you. And I think you're going to do good in this group. But I like the Falcons upset here, actually. And then here, low key, I don't hate a Vitality upset here. Guys, it makes no sense. I'm just going whatever comes in my head. And I think Dig goes last in this group, but I think it'll be close. Okay. This group is tough. Because again, and this is a lot of the groups. I think there are multiple teams that could win each of these groups. But these 3 teams are very, very talented. If Genji is even a half foot or a half step off, they could get 3rd in this group instantly. So, I mean, it's not going to be easy. But I think their LAN playstyle, their playstyle is just pretty safe in general. So I think on LAN, it'll translate well. Like, I mean, obviously, they won the last major, so it translated well then. I'm going to give it to them in 3 here. Oxygen Complexity. I think this is going to be a lot closer than people think. I'm going to give it to Oxygen just because I think Ryze and Archie on LAN have typical masterclasses, and this Complexity team hasn't really seen a LAN. But if that's online or, you know, a few majors in the future, I think that goes a different way. Genji Complexity. And Complexity warms up a little bit by now, but again, I think they lose in 5. Oxygen Pioneers, don't see them having much trouble with this Pioneers roster. I don't love the move the Pioneers made, but, you know, what do I know about OCE? So, Genji Oxygen. Again, this one could go either way. I think Oxygen take it. I think this Oxygen team, out of all of these, are going to be the best match for Genji. I'm going to give it to them in 4, actually. Complexity Pioneers. Complexity in 4. Okay. This is my group stage. Roast it. Hate it. This is what it is. I think it's pretty fair, right? It's pretty understandable. One thing I could change, and all right. Bear with me. Bear with me. Okay. 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 All right. Playoffs. Oh, I hate this format. Okay. We're going to rapid fire the best 5s, and we're going to talk about the best 7s. Complexity, you are through in 7. Round 0, you are eliminated in 6. Phase, you are through in 6. Genji, you are through in... I have 4 NA for you in the quarterfinals. These predictions are awful. These are awful predictions. I hate myself. My thought process is like, okay, here we go. Team Secret, that's the one that like most people probably have in their top 8. I think it was a lot of defensive counterattacks that put them through, and I don't think that's going to hold up again. It could. Very well. And shout out to them if it does. But I don't think it will. Falcons, I haven't been super impressed with this team for a while now. You know, since last season. I mean, even last season. If you look at their LAN placements, I mean, they had that awesome spring. But other than that, it's been quite quiet. Round 0, I mean, OCE never really makes it that far. I do like this team a lot. I like this team more than most Australian teams in the past. And, I mean, most people aren't rating Gaming or Crew or Pioneers very high anyways. I don't know. Boy, just broke something. But, again, hate it, love it. It's what it is. So, G2 Complexity. I think both these teams are super fast. Both these teams sling the ball at each other at unreal paces. I think they play decently similar. However, I'm actually going to give it to the Complex... Oh, I'm going back to that series. I have no idea. Oxygen G1. Again, I really do like this Oxygen team on LAN. I think they're going to be gross. I rate Ryze and Archie very high, and Joras obviously can do whatever he wants on the ball, so it's hard to root against them. Carmine FaZe as a quarterfinal is tough. That's tough. But I think I'm going to give it to Carmine in 7. I think that's going to be series of the tournament. Liquid Gen G. This is one that I feel could also go either way. If you watched it in fall, I mean, you could even say Liquid should have won. I think they're up 3-1 at one point in a best of 7. So, give it to Liquid. In 7, I really just can't. I don't know. I really don't. Obviously, Gen G has still made both finals this split, and you know they only got a top 5th, 8th to FaZe, which is no bad loss. But I don't know. I got a weird feeling about this Liquid team. I think they're gonna get streaky. I think they're gonna pull something off. G2 Complexity. I'm actually gonna give this to G2, but in 7. I want to give it to Complexity, but I just think their lack of experience as a threesome could fault them. Wow, Retals with a 1-3 EU top 4. That is unheard of. I didn't think this was going to happen, to be honest, but it's kind of the way the matchups went. Okay. I do think that G2 will reach a final, but this Oxygen team is just so talented. It's so hard to root against, or not root against them. It's so hard to pick against them. Rise and Archie are two like the safer players too in RLCS, where it's just they always perform and their playstyles aren't super unorthodox and they aren't super aggressive. So it's hard to see them losing 4 games in a series, but I'm gonna give it to G2. Carmine Liquid. Carmine, I think you are our grand finalist. This series, I think, is actually going to be a bit of a blowout. I think, and I've thought this for a while now, I do think Vatir is the best player in the world. I think Carmine is probably the best team in the world. I like what I see from them. I think all 3 of them are capable to do whatever they want on the ball, which, if you look at the other teams in this top 8, it's not, I think, it's a different level of individuality from Carmine, which is the weirdest sentence I've ever said, but I wish I could bring you guys inside my brain, but Itachi and Exotic possess unreal solo play potential, and obviously Vatir does. I don't have to tell you that. You have teams like FaZe that are uber talented. All 3 of their players are top 15 NA easily. Even teams like Oxygen, teams like Liquid. But there's something about this Carmine team where I think all 3 of these players are so unbelievably efficient that I think they're going to be an incredibly hard team to beat. I think it's going to be in 5. G2, congratulations on the top 2. But I have Carmine Corp winning the San Diego Winter Major. Again, be nice. Tell me what you hate. Tell me what you love. Be nice about it, guys. These are impossible. So, as always, if you did enjoy the predictions, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you thought. And I'll see you guys in San Diego. Peace.